Fred, book you when you be a kind.
Debbie.
Working with Rawlings.
Debbie.
Media new cramming.
Yamenka.
Media new. Yamenka, who's saying?
That's one you be. Yamisha.
On kind. But we said what's the portion of air trend here? Former President Rawlings and Rabbit Zidding. Now, oh, okay. So you saw actually what happened.
What happened? Maybe see.
Oh,
who's that?
Fred,
yes.
Me you any?
And then because
you know, I have in my hands here working with Rawlings. Kwamina Ahoy.
Onim.
Me too.
My initial reaction is baby ya one and they for fair, I guess well. Yeah. Barely 4 months away from now.
Yeah.
I determine the destiny of Ghana. Baby I'll be for Ghana for the say we need to rescue the nation. Now for my infancy or so. And any destructive element be and there make one some at this point. Nay here make a sense of too many by DSM. All other issues can be discussed thereafter. But that's it.
And to you, no distractions, no ebini bookie. Anna
Mancasa. So I come as no account. Marco anymore. The number can be no account, no coming. Also, King Quankador. Me say, me hear me, and then of your hammer. And it's a Quemben and Mefaso, John the money, Mamma, Begana Mampini. Near hear me, and Nuntano Pemasorabaha. It's a Quemben and Mefaso, Nanajin, Mesopoku. Professor, Baba Ghana, next vice president. Ne hear me, say Quembe nebe faso ebeji o mande si e kwempa so ama kwana tumpon e memu enye adwuma yes gaba manfo botum asetina maye de e Quembe nebe faso a asumdue beba Ghana maimu me enne ya de me dadwene ente no ho ente na maba na no pay. All other subjects can be discussed thereafter. This also have a busy
but the timing of this book, Fred, who is saying?
Timing of what?
The timing. Perhaps Abuki Ababon with barely 4 months to election.
Well, of course, I cannot. I mean, but now the learned professor, a man I have so much respect for and admire. Mean to me, but determine near man and near man. Of course, I'm an independent, very independent-minded person. I can express my view and opinion in this subject, regardless how it will sit somewhere. But as I said, me focus on my agenda. Nancy Ametia near Hammy, and the Kwame Francois President Mama be winning elections, and then Mandajune. I believe this, and it's sad because Ghana have I won't say because I said, "Don't Mama Quebec," but I said, "Bookie, attention." Now, most much than I would set the agenda. Yeah, bear no pay a man for a teacher to Momusu Frel say. A bonus run echo, and I'm full bonus. Why do you not talk about book as a history? They say, let's start from class 1. And history, the best history is normally people's perspectives, or more experience, no more share. Oftentimes, we can accounts be say now the other people they also give you different version of the other side of the story. And for me, we will continue to study history, we will continue to learn history. I don't think that where I sit now and today is the most important thing for me.
But when we say former organizer of the NDC, Yao Jan, I condemn the timing of the release of this book, and then Honorable Dan Abudakwi, and so I same has condemned some aspects of the publication.
Well, I don't want you to add my name to the long list of those who are condemning the timing of the book, but I think I've stated my position very clearly.
Yes.
And anybody wants to appreciate and understand my position, say, from where we sit today, 4 months to election, I think that the most important thing is to focus on how President Mahama and NDC can win elections, not any other.
That's it.
My brother, Murray Huaman. On the question, they be sent, why isn't Dobby Yano? Oh no, sir, I sympathize with you.
Oh no.
Because my mom come and say that's my because so man can be a man with food or hair with Baba Modachi into Munia and tell them Kibima.
That's be super.
Oh, Ampo. Pasianos was in young one's on.
Yes.
Well, my imagine I got the phone picture be the Tama President knows we. Buna Uncle Toa and paying for with John. John Mahama John worshiping in Yikanchi or photo no shit a yatter. The idea question the foot and back. No be attribute. Wow, no busy. No be atro. And our constitution also President Jomama and Unzi. But actually, you are non confrontation, not the night you want pen them. Nah, Bibiano history no guide your future. And the history no so eja to China. Naturally, into me proper direction. Book here, watching. I'm the last member radio station. I'm in Saha. Because the NDC win ideology, and they're finding their feet because President Rollins, what's your party? Well, kada in a way, nanch or common ideology where you feel. Until you be both probity and accountability. Out of which they'll be on the liberal Democrats on their core. Politics across the world now, you're Republicans and Democrats. United Kingdom, you're Labour Conservatives. Ghana, MPP, more like any Republicans, Conservatives, Centre Right, Nanche, CPPI, Socialists.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and this abolition there and party go two major parties. So when you're coming in, you don't try and kill the other ones because most of them know on CPP full or joining or my friend NDC. And then the president go for come. NDC woman ministerial position. I think deputy minister for foreign affairs. After 4 months, not resigning because I mean minimum dreams, but when they be ideology on your more bizarre. And so the men zaman yina no wakwa we be sitting there in a confusion within the NDC. But sir, I'm not my analysis. Sir, I would say professor na true book. Professor and true book I want but he ends your school. Professor's true book. No, I catch any critical analysis of it. I don't want.
Yeah.
Not yesterday. Professor
conversation. To say NDC any ideology, and now to say President Kufuor work with NDC. Reality is history does not support that fact. President Kufuor never worked with NDC. President Kufuor with PNDC. And NDC, yes, President Kufuor with PNDC and not NDC. NDC is a congress. It is not just a party. It's a congress of all. And it's not NDC, not a political party. At the time, they have 10 regions. You can talk about twice. We need 8 out of 10 regions. Because it's a representation of all Ghanaians.
Okay,
that's
fine. That point is well noted.
The second point I want to make to say we don't have an ideology also doesn't support the fact. We have always maintained that we are a social democratic party. Yes, we are not only the left wing party organ, CPP where now also be a political party. You know our history too well. Munim say 1960 after 60 you made a law in parliament, Buja led. And says that to measure your woman's name.
So, no, but two things.
Political issue. We can discuss Ghana history well.
Also, the president go for 1 year, Juma NDC, Maja 2, PNDC 1 and Odano. Into multimedia, you say, CCA. Now, another radio station come back to know your multimedia. It's the same leadership, Anamoba.
Yes.
Where you're expanding into you find a nucleus of the party. Another
multimedia Joy FM continue the chassis.
No, but does it not make it Joy FM multimedia?
It's still multimedia.
It does. So applying it to what he's saying, it means that Sir President Rollins is not a chairman of the PNDC.
Yes.
Professor Atuahoy non come. It is the same human resource. No metaphor say NDC where you pin if you obey NDC. And the President Kufuor appointing no share the baby a year-con. I mean, you know, but I mean, son, or don't to measure professionalism. I mean, Musha man analysis, Musha, or should not know the Mazi or Codis moon to me, then, man come. Oh, no, or the ABC and there. Was the NBC in there, and I will still reiterate that they do not have an ideology because our ideology you follow it through. Now, and then, social democrats they do more social intervention programs, and I'm taking count one social intervention project, and this why. And this year, MPP.
What is the social intervention?
So we are not cozy, and a person more time. Never 2 minutes, but summarizing enough. You see, MPP, which is the social intervention project like NHI, these are socialists. Okay, because so you're socialist, you leave it to the private sector to do it.
Okay, my prediction: the NDC as a political party. It's not one that is so much concerned with social interventions. That
the ideology, no, Kita. The ideology is social interventional things for them. On one away, and then MPP on the other side, capitalist or center right. We believe in the private sector as engine of growth, and we're growing the private sector as well as doing the social intervention for them. But as I said, it's an ideology not to party or do we yes, no. This thing too must be done for Ghanaians because a replicate be into your country, the culture and everything of your country, and you apply it. Ghana, we have a large for informal sector. The literacy rate is high. In Tabe, them CPP, time as CPP on a lot of social intervention projects, and then most of the things were being done by the state-owned enterprise, state farms. They need a Black Star Line. All of them were the ideologies of the CPP and was being done. Then another party comes in. Also, all I'm saying that when two one year, book your papiatry, and Mpensenpensenmu, Professor Kisubo Chenezanaba, because you see, say on bar. And your party, are you introspection? Because why are you not facing the truth? It means that the ideology you're not following it because so that's the probity and accountability in the form here. Now we elections. Now or another professor, I set committee. You make it public. Congress, what's what the BBI Social Democrat, making public though. Oh, they NDC full. You know the mistakes head of into your correct. When you sell that to Ghanaians, they'll buy it. Welcome because me say trottery in some making prophecy and politicians here on our so why there you were assembly or how can with them is it? But the fact that a Ben set committee no Ben or Papana in finance, at least about you bone so political parties MPP so that Ghanaians will get better two better political parties. Me Zorko do all parties is because I mean no dachi if you politics you
just say I don't know do party
and the book
you are referring to the book.
Yes, because founder of the party.
Are you saying that this book is going to do some form of damage to the NDC, especially moving into election?
Oh, that's you. Remember, we have MPP. Winning the elections is based on the manifesto, the contract that we signed with Ghanaians. Into other things about banana self-destructive buttons. Manifesto. So why? Say when the
book I see.
Because you see, Ghanaians are looking for credibility, goodwill. That means so your company, when you use MultiMedia, for example, when you have the goodwill, then we go out there and sell the product. So a new radio station, Banessa, and also Orquake, Neza. I will know a good goodwill, but on about for Neza what on Obez and Anamoba. Now, NDC and MPP, in the Ghanaians who goodwill. And the Crobe Northern Manifesto, but is the 50% point to my achieve. Now, Crusoe have an work over 50%. In the Ghana forward because Ghanaian the voting population and the psychology of the voter has changed from first name be discussion match box be as one. We change from there now. You catch on there. And a pipe to Tamils is near Abnia to Akufado Nezi, a catcher and an number one at some time. What being brand or we change from that psychology into say Ghana for Shadamina will real back at the and the party one way to Yadu for so many years. No do it for Yadu for so many years. What founding member Po? Shan Saman paying far while in the Juman what trophy.
Okay, Charles needs some for Mamma.
What trophy no Emmy Matazi Mushe, no, President Mills, may so rest in peace. I mean, the say no, or a penny or show high shirt. What's on what no orchestra? Obey an anonymous pure perfect gentleman. I mean, moon punch or join MPP. No MPP new, but Ebia, Bibin to no Copuho, Ebia no pedal brand party into him paying for them no one. But a shadow or could my what's there? Only shim young people be there. One Abazi, one killed Jerry Rollins, near Abazi, Nella Garcia. Then it means that Yan Sanks our opinion say I'm sure you that also a burden was bail. But all I'm saying is that I want party matter, but I just want them to solidify their base, come out as a quality party, so that we can have a better run for our money.
But that's it, Charles Bisu. My main guy Fred Bebaho, my main guy trotro drivers, taxi drivers, and driver be a quality. Say Total Trucksy Club no e in fact, yeah, all register Total Trucksy card free. Na yacha wachede aka ho na wode card no top petrol diesel wode ye shopping or Total shops ho wode sesan oil ni alignment ni ade ni nyina no na obe wode point bosome no eso a achede o ho ma ye de be ma wo my group personal accident insurance cover up to about 6,000 Ghana cedis no with me DB hospital ana so akwanhia bi na udi dem kwan bi so a eno so betimi aso wasene ma 5 drivers 5 bi a obe invite omo e de omo beka club no eho no ye ma achede ansana bosumi bia no drivers 300 won bebo adwuma pa won de card ne be di adwuma pa no drivers 300 bosumi bia ya mo free fuel enti share no so enso fama me na bon nyonkofo driver for no amane na omo so mo fa mo ho mehim fa card no eto fuel oil ne ne metete sa ni na ewo Total filling station na onso enya so mfa so share no so say o register card no a free ni asan so achewachede aka ho Jack join the best club in Ghana, the Total Trucksy Club. Total Trucksy Club was still a bosso keke. Na you was to trade that say nyame adom a 7th August, the first Vodafone business seminar we Vodafone and our National Board for Small Scale Industries. I COVID me in Yuma air coffin, ye be children and before ba normal be my in church, plan be faso ama in Yuma no epega enti fa hushe mubi fa hushe mu ebi na ebeboa pa kasa for omoba ombekasa dwumadi no ase Vodafone Ghana CEO Patricia Obonai na fe executive director NBSSI Kosi Yankee aye CEO First National Bank Dominic Kwame Edu and CEO Solution Oasis Limited Francisca Brenda Opoku and fe SME Icons Bibrain so eka ho na etria eda dwumadi no eso after cap what next the way forward for Ghanaian SMEs. 7th August via Zoom. Nyedika no free anapa no watching PM 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. If I hushemu ebi Vodafone. Also the future is exciting. Ready? Fred. Issues were book ya semne de em say no ye de eshase
ke de mame yi inse bakumi no ano
na
akan
wadaroma the first 10 minutes wow until the voters registration na fe border issues and afi figure electoral commission dey abeto edwa say oma register over 15 million na say omo target no oma exceed already you finding in our emblem in 10 minutes. Fred,
I think it's very unfortunate. Said deliberately I'm being invited to discuss an issue that has not pertained to 2020 elections as per this book. This book is established that things that we can discuss after the elections. But so it is Chase or NDC any ideology. Na yenche no one single social intervention na yaye. Na me bisana say I don't have social intervention. Unfortunately, one year no. One of my fields of studies for my master's me social policy studies, and I'm here development studies. And you can't social policy and social programs, social intervention. What does that do with me? The Social Democratic Party, we believe in social interventions, and that is why almost every program that we run is a social intervention. If we're a purely capitalist society there, and the American school down ANC, the major private sector. I can so cry and stand fan coma and you have the munya binum. Kamaka private sector and so fanco. And Gakania cry and train fan concrassi. You become a private sector for you. But all these interventions we have always gotten involved in them. Ghana how cry and crossing ne. Nanya mia dum na kanea bi wo ho ama for nya use a NDC adaruma. Ghana ha ne ukoye krasi bi nyina na nsu ho ama for nya nso no ma NDC adaruma. Ghana ne uko ye krasi ne ye district na onya hospital bi ho clinic chip company bi ho say ye district hospital NDC adaruma. Ene amenu kasa Ghana ha yeti ukoye krasi ade papa bi ho bi a emma sit anipa sitinam punto timi ba enim kan kotimi ba nyina NDC, and the history is there from PNS to NDC. And see, when you come and announce policies, now it comes to the implementation of the policies for the benefits of the people. You don't say we should celebrate you. School feeding program, for instance, say, school feeding program. At the time we came into office, how many Ghanaian students were benefiting from school feeding program in this country? Barely 400,000 Ghanaian students and they benefiting. Pro schools like Achimota schools, this school and a running program. And I'm saying Social Democratic Party, we say that is a policy supposed to target the poor. And free. When we took Achimota school alone, at the Kochok, Manprobi area, Achimota school alone was able to cater for about 8 schools in the Manprobi enclave. By the time we're leaving school, more than 1.2 million Ghanaian students and they benefit from that particular program. National Health Insurance Program now, you see claim credit for. Meanwhile, the history said, now we had even started the pilot before we left office. Go and see the work that we did with it. So, now, in any case, some also you're purely capitalist. Now you don't believe in social intervention, the rest. And now, but you're not focusing solely on your capitalist programs. And now you are trying to do things on socialist programs. Even America, that is a purely capitalist state. Obama declared Obamacare, healthcare. People fought it, but I decided to do it. To coaching the people. What the world has gotten to today, no ideology can stand on its own and work and succeed. It's a congregation. We are not coming to the midpoint. So you pull a capitalist idea from here, pull a socialist idea from here, and then you put the society forward. That's what every society is doing now. There's no why. Even the Russians that are purely socialists and this, what have they doing today? They've all changed. And see, those ideology from that context, it doesn't really have any legs to stand on. And as I said, this book, in my very candid opinion, we shall interrogate the content of the book and the claims that have been made in the book at the right time. But this time is not the time for us to be discussing.
Fred, let's make progress.
Now, let's think about the things that affect the ordinary Ghanaian.
Fred,
and now we can
let's make progress.
Hospitals. Unless, of course, you're not listening to me.
The state provides certain multi-defined social intervention.
You see,
unless, but no, Charles, I don't want to dwell too much on.
You see, let me finish my 10. Let me finish my 10 minutes. Can come in.
Charles,
but I
Charles, Fred,
registration. SHS we in NDC and a lot of civil society organization. And several Ghanaians can say the and Kebe Yanka. You maintaining register now, you know. You know, before instance on my register, on the letter commission. You go so I bedroom something, so yeah, we are told that they are do the final lap of it. And as the last phase of the registration, we now. You know, the need the DH, and when you across the country. The level of intimidation, the level of suppression, the deliberate attempts. Some persons will be denied the opportunity of registering. Nonetheless, Governor show the courage, said they will not allow themselves to be intimidated by anybody. Okoya medium in the voter region. Me sure what is several reports, of military fire in the region and other security services. And some of them a man for them, a man for kitchen neck, only God in heaven knows what they were looking for. They claim they're looking for foreigners. And they can't now. Sebi, or may you know, Franca, Mrani Edibu Omai. Ghana, your constitution, define clearly who a citizen of Ghana is. And see, Obia and Timin Soren share Charles and Niman or Penanga Charles when him said Nigerian into a Nigerian. And as I said, Charles, I've not seen you in this community before in Tunya Ghana. I think, sir, to determine where Ghana is, a big has to call back to Mra, no I shame them. But unfortunately, this time round, a man for have taken the law into their own hands. Or beat me by Shaki Musa. Now, I say bonjour. Okay, Savape, hey, okay, French cousin, enjoy your Ghana, you have freaking him. That's the extent to which people went. You know, or bandana and saying you saw it. Many Americans say in the Fourth Republic, this is about the 8th recession here. And to I would have thought say and Kebesuya free the previous ones, namely the lapses of it. Now you have a perfect system. I don't expect Anka around this time Ghana, elections. Then now mere registration tea, near the second will be no registration tea near a police station. Registration near Boa Manfo. Now civilians many the audacity to meet you to a whole police or shut there in front of the military. As we speak, whether it's been arrested or not, only God in heaven knows. You know, ministers make up police and no a too. Nay a boa man for nay a proper man for now military for the car, the cross a coin, a mamon coco is a bassa. Nasia de be a canon, a boa baby wua or pre. Nanso a woman so pair, open po. Say, I'm not so backward. Be being well bit me as this one, or bet me a young quander too. It's yeah, dear, as done a better ready. So far, figures now back from across the country now. A show say Ghana for bufu pass it, or more result bufu, so nobody bufula bufun that twaba, and another now bind their friso. And that's what we are looking forward to. This year's election happens to be a very peculiar election. The campaign now in previously, Yako say, Yentimin, that of campaign, and I'm covered Abeni and Yenti. But we devise every means possible and legitimate means possible. So we can reach out to our people, sell our message to them. Good news. And saying this as I speak now, we are battle ready. Your flag bearer, your running mate, your manifesto are ready. The command flag bearer. This month of August, you better day aside now. You be launch your manifesto. Now be public document. Ghana 4 can look at it. The another very good news is 2020 elections now. You have a situation where a sitting president, this for OYB, a former president, our bet now for OYB. So Ghanaians now can look at the two personalities and compare the achievement based on that, come up with their own verdict. I think this election for me is the best ever. Because I didn't see that in our republic. If there's you can remind me. I didn't see that as far as I can remember. Say a sitting president. Because 2016 President Kufuor's campaign is a most of mention or most of opportunity maybe. By the grace of God, you have more opportunity. Nia obeti nia beye. Sell bar or go financial institutions. Sell bar galamse for ogu omwedwuma o hye omunya manyina. Sell bar ya membu enye adwuma nya so ya wote napco. Napco na ode bar yi. Wa hu ne so say bia kodu. Ndwuma ye ntua mama for. O bar ya teacher for e be wie training college. Some people go kira ade. And I'm talking mean for own posture monty. Uzomo go to licensure examination. Or control we are. Uzomo go compulsory national service. Ni na eho. Ye nu ma next for my school. And I present my man vision foresight I say. Yen see more schools. Yen see more hospitals. Say by a sankro free we are. O menya baby akwa edwuma no. Ni na wa beda ni na ni dia butu. Enti Ghanaians now can assess the two personalities. Edwuma mo ye. Say here in the area of road infrastructure. Mama obedi ade so no. Akwan be na ye. We will provide the evidence. And Ghanaians can see for themselves. Mama will buy a school. You have been in the area of educational infrastructure. We will provide health infrastructure, employment, energy. Nina na yashesi car abedi nipansa ababiansa. Nana do buy one of the things they told us Busuan de Ghana sis can ho. Dr. Baomi will go and stand there. So I've worked as a deputy governor of Bank of Ghana. There's money in the country. You don't need to borrow money. Now you kasabe brave. You took over our debt at 125 billion. Now I say almost 255 billion. Ghanaians will ask you questions about this. You spoke about the interest rates. Ghanaians will ask you. You spoke about inflation. Ghanaians will ask you. You talk about the growth of the economy and the expansion of the economy. Ghana for Bissau. Ghana for Bissau about the peace and security of our country. Say, you promised in your manifesto. They spoke about peace, they spoke about security. It's coming to govern a country that people can go to bed and wake up in the morning without say obieta tomo. And next time pass asumji or maimu. Say pass Ghana and Yama called the way Ghana for pay. You know the assurance and the promise you give to tractor drivers, taxi drivers, fuel increments, and some more company now. Ghana for subject the two leaders to proper scrutiny.
Fred now
where the and yes say Mamekwana meye bibi. And I can assure you, say, by this month of August, majority of our citizens have taken that decision already. They have made up their mind, and I know that by the grace of God, if elections is conducted today in this country, John Dramani Mahama ever be Ghana next president with a vice president, Professor Jenana Opoku Ajimai. And as for the registration, I just the opportunity. Now, if I encourage Grofaka, I have received a number of calls, even at here, of Grofobio polling stations. Queues near one in Neka Wunyama, she's now breaking down a few of those things. I think, say, Obiam Pemono Pequambiaso, not encore register. Because the only way I bet me at Traba, and I say, Udin, Ewarisanoso. So, Udin is an SO, they are about to know me to be. And yes, or moment to me and register here. And then I can't 2 days. I can't Thursday. Now you're closing. My name so many more pabidia. Osi time now so. Now I'm going to talk about the commission on target. And then I don't know if I can talk about it or you want to go
in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. Yeah. I have said this morning on one of the sister programs, say electoral commission has never got it right. You see, elections are semi try and error. And yet guesswork. It's not about just seeing the comfort of your face and say, oh, these are targets. The percentage are 50 million people based on what Ghana population of 24 million. The last time a census was conducted in this country was 2010. Ghana said census should be conducted after every 10 years. And ideally, this year 2020 should be conducted under a census.
Yes.
Today, as we speak now, we are not too sure of what Ghana's population is. 10 years away from the last census, we are just doing projection. And so now, okay, limited registration in 2019.
Yes.
The same electoral commission came and said, oh, all my projects may register 500,000 new entrants. Yes, you can't do that. Call statistical service, engage them, talk to them, get the figures. Based on that, then you can prepare adequately. They will not listen. Eventually, by the time they were through their size, they have rated almost 1.7 million people. And they said they were telling somebody is 15 million, 17 million. Naturally, they were doing guesswork. The figures that are currently available show say they've raised almost 15.1 or so million people.
Yeah.
And we are now going to the last phase. And CFN said this last phase, perceiving 1 million or 2 more people definitely would have exceeded the guess work that they did. As I said, Opia Bontina in the past, I have to show me me per card no, me banking transactions and my use and then you see me could show me na mako to about the chana nado and nuntina man for niambria. In spite of all the frustration, intimidation, piano, still a mopia mountain at church or moody. And we continue to wish Ghanaians well.
Okay. But I say, my main kind message in a main coach Charleston. So, I think this one is on the. As always, good morning, CJ. I'm Eric from Nsoko, and I have some 2 questions for Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim relating the banner issues. 1, where were the people in the Kia truck going to register? Reason for the question: all things being equal, they should register in communities they were originally part before the resettlement. If it's different place that they were going to register, either than the towns they were part, it could arouse suspicion of busing. 2, Honorable Ahmed agreed on Asempa yesterday that the towns that were resettled were only 4. So how come he says the communities behind the Bui Dam after the resettlement are over 30 communities? Ono susune message or de abanono. Faudi bra, you becken kind ede amaba mamenti we free home. Must start a campaign be. Ewo anya ablekuma kwai so traffic light o ho nyina anya adwuma. Kwai no so no street light ade san esum ka bi sa kwan fufo o maye e free banyard ekoi. So I have started a campaign. Free a Juadano, free last week, put am shas here, and I'm at Twaswa, but an pay, and tia mean and say residents, one more hono, 1 more year demonstration. 1 more year demonstration. Now, a cha, I'm a coming south, man, so a cha, what's a minka? Mamma, so mamma, nothing boy and come on, then I coso.
The CM make a say here, there be something like I ever would know. I want Ablekuma Baya to Ablekuma Kerbono. There be a cat says, I say here, Mijna Ablekuma Mangwa. A Hana demonstration, a Hana demonstration, I will see a Mangwa. Now, Manko, many of them, the Edica, one of the Kabaha, or Mercy. And as I say, so just for Swaba. So, I'm not going to every day. And I'll play a cowboy.
laptop, market, school dash, farmer dash, I've been I've got the problem. 1 week, we give 4. I'm ready.
Hello,
but now to me, one of the assemblyman or house, MC, your ma has said, almost said, on me, after I said, on
for Munyani on Facebook says here, demonstration at Air Cosso, me who are soldier for you now, more. Me who are soldier for you now, Matissa soldier for a fire warning shot. It's ongoing. Joining me on Facebook says here, Adom 106.3 FM. Facebook na kosha demonstration wa asemu amaka ka and edru hono asemu amaka manuda so maka makwan ho akwan anapaya ya seka abobi ekuno anapaya ka abobi ekuno anapaya okwan so echa wotemenka aya my phone in bell na mimbisa na wo ka bibi se anapai ka bo bi akunu anapai a Pakistan when I can't see anything we can't about kunu ni kinu nkofo a Pakistan when almost so mo agu mantre so a awo shi ba ya ko na ba come ho ate so mo yes ade mo say say na die e wo sa ban si omo na MPC omo na traffic light anya adwuma ha ya ba ho de da no omo ba ye mo assemblyman omo so ma pana ma yes assemblyman na mo friend no assemblyman timi mpema but until many so this I sort of for fire warning shot wo ho no kre warning shot be na mo pre ho omo ba ya na amafo na edi kan no mu dwane so tire mo hu se omo betimi aben omo no omo be omo no omo ka say so mo fire warning shot be say for an afa but video I would send this say me who police for so ho the police for no di kai by France and soldiers for me di kai ba suppose for na ko bia no mu tie na soldiers be ka ho na police for no mu tu nsi ogu omo so ma ko bi omo tie just asem no ye hi omo no ya mo ma ya no ma tia yi mama ne omo fo awo ho ni bi nkasa echa
yeah you will tell yes another week Tuesday I go between by minute let out on copy or talk and so copy me call that the FM ka bo bi ano because you know you feel it breathe saka eti ye call awudo ye call mo to no police case ama ye certain police mo to this car ye go say do Thursday you say Thursday and do now so go fear the FM say ye baba to so ka bo do abewe without traffic light no traffic light mo just na guni na no like no and then assembly must call and wait power second what is power my again CJ
video ya mi hwese se gidigidi no mo ya no basabasa no mo ya no ntine ma me hu sa soja fo no okuratu a ode ahwe wiem afa ya ai basabasa no mo na me hu asa na police eto no ma bo amubo tuo no ni ntine ma soja fo be no mo ya wo no eto no mo tuko wi me pra DJ ma me bi antesa me hu nyina po na me gira ha no
CJ Nasam Kutwa and Nasam Kutwa and Nadia Hill Krusopa. I was Simanga said, Nadia and Nasam Kutwa.
I tell my men was in the offensive prem to bre na Odin Kaino and the Ababe Twaso.
Yeah.
So this is what is happening.
Okay.
Yeah, in 2 days, Nipa Bayami and Car Bowom last week Sunday, and then in Ansakwesi, accidents 4 NSC on that stretch. Accidents 4, some including motorbikes. I have the videos.
Okay.
And I come once someone can the other time I had a chance to talk to the MCE.
But your name MC in Casino.
Just an Nkasa Crano. To Musa clearly a Jumano. Say I saw on Tias here and so.
Okay, Medasi. Me just the them urban them one annoyed or ye no one in Ejuma mobile. And it boils down to negligence.
Yes.
Okay. Now. Okay, into on the sort of politics. But Mestre Muesin, your best dad, your brother. On the Yakasi, so Soja Furco hon. Yeah, in the Soja Furco, and then we're actually miscommunicating. You know, there's a team called Operation Calm Lives. It's a combination
of the military and the police. Yes.
Is it a case that one or one? And Operation Calm Lives now, but no way, or yes, security, and a combination of the police and the military anamoba. And so I so your phone be a worker front, and sometimes say BBC the man you can call for reinforcement. And see Mowesi and I mean just the idea your institutions or Washington. I bought this violence going on and all that. But when I am coupon wide and we actually one can must say coupon for currency. But we need in a state like this, we don't have to sit for these things to happen. In terms of the manasam nesa, minimum dosi, I want akasa. That I could accident I could do. And I'm saying that it boils down to negligence. One and another was it street lights, man, wine and one fix. One and enjoyed the street ramps and wine. What do you investigation into it? Those who are culpable, then the law will take its course. I mean, Massamin.
Medase, Fred, my mama also can be nothing in phone line.
I near cost my own. When the Nabeto Jan and open up your camasem. Share, free Adenta, Madina Adenta stretch. Street lights, from Mama AFA daytime. And now just say a beso, a dance a pufro. No, maybe said that say, and you be a street light, a decoration. A decoration. Sometimes daytime now is a Canadian dumno, na so see ho. And you may hear Caniano, na Canadian ho. Traffic lights. Sanya meni na mama ye go di magana. Nanado by ode se hwe so keke. Hwe so keke o. Bob ewu amun change bob eno to amutime nye. Ye Fred this year na watu bia mo bia. Hwe ni pe ewu. Ene ye kan ope a wakosua soja for the police for the agugu. Ye ko bre omo aka ho. Since so medua na ko se mo ko solve problem no. Are we in a military state?
Did you know?
Are we in a military state?
Something called Operation Cow.
Military Operation Cow.
You don't even know.
Also, go and fix the street light. That's what they are asking for. They are not asking for too much. All they are saying the street light in Juma. And to solve the problem, say Anaka Okano pay no. Mibo Okano pay no. They about to Basi Okono. There be all the engineers back on the street light immediately. Almost Juma now. They will stop whatever they are doing. That's what they're agitating. They say, come and feel the street light. I'm on for you. I'm on for you. I'm on for you. I'm on for you. Come on, Bob. MultiMedia. I'm
Fred Bedase 0302216561 0302216562 0302216561 0302216562. Kofi. Hello, good morning.
CJ man.
Morning, Bajoini.
Onya dem you make a traffic for the other guys.
Okay, man, I'm into you.
They say we be as John and Jane, you said none of them. John and Jane from Ghana, and the team are to go for the family. Now, CJ, yeah, station here. We see so. So we are only say, Jesus Christ, when I saw the founder of what, the founder of Christianity.
na me bisa se e ba ne den ne ne wo na ye ne me se nyama ntoma ye ya Ghana e be ye Ghana na ne bi ndam se pe kuya ne be pe se o mo ti o mo fa no ne o mo na no ka wu ye ka che ye se enne ye mfa nsi wo se de e ye founders day ye nye founders day e ha je ne ka che Ghana for la amamo we amamo boy no be ka pe for my yet ya se na do be ye president ye nya so die kofi kun so so ene na da wo me ka che Ghana for ene registration na wo kwakọ ye se wo die ye in the protest ne be come December 7th we to aba amamo boni onyi awonye amamo chemo dia mo election secondary school club where the exam from kwakọ to she some mo ka che campaign wo sọrọ o se na na graduate ene nkola na ka se wo se ene ngwase na o dia bro akụ the keep it na ene nkola na ka se wo se nyama nkola jete nyama ye chete ye nkola o se da bro na anka nkola e sanka bu kan se mpache ye campaign aye na grandfather ne she nkola se mo ka se amamo boni better than nkola na nkola o mo kwan for zero mo se mo free education.
Okay, but that's it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
About any?
If I told you by JK, I changed the premise.
JK into you.
You are coming down to you, my power. Nani, I can answer on me on the year, yen, Baby, and you may be queer. That's all by a demonstration, not no chino. What I say, Nema, a waha, of a Zibaquanim. Oh, yes, I dear, when said by Yao, best any ma. Now, Bana Samboka, or Brala, and so. Adani ye makwan ne nyina yamfa wo sebo enko so mampanu ho the minister no ho ni ekoka chance masa bana be ya de man no eboboa esin se ye be stress niema na asakọ ye ka ma man no ito man mo be be ko yanim.
Okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
About joining.
CJ.
Yes sir.
Papa mpati ko mzee.
Adom
Stadium for Kwame Basaya Domase, and now Ukraine no Wate. Me paso, mini to Pachi, Asumo Taifa. Papa, and somehow, any Kamamichem, hotel. Mamma, my Makuya Kuponkan, and then the Kwame constituency, as a Katina. With him. And then, you say, then Founders Day, 4th August, and Rabia. So back 1844. Born na abrofonoma ye na na tumi edi omo sasha ye wa bra na omo nyima kinkan ya omo anhwenu history I repeating and then it mean omo pani e ma ne explain document o review ye ori awa be catch e select you for na omo think one and there for a book of my Ghana this year bibia pa bra she do man we ya ye e kwe school o see ato apo ama apo no amto man kwam I go for demonstration school. Inti datina ya shishama ye man enunye.
Medase, hello, good morning.
Good morning, CJ.
Yes, I'm Batwani.
Kaswa fo nyina feel. Media no Mr. Nokura sa.
Ma fe kaswa pa, enti you.
Ma me cha me bra NDC oti o na me cha SLC John Dramani mama na nakoyo e wutu senye is kaswa. Ono na ono wonfa itu e mekire ne nkofo so ana wonma woni nsa emfa won ne nyonko bani. Nakoyo umadi sije awreho na asesem so mampani ka kire ye se etimiesi wo kaswa ne nti won tie so mampani ka kire ye se nyama omoyo water region won tie eti o mampani ka kire ye se intimidation a ekoso man mu efa registration hu nyina won tie enyam nwanwa because what trust dey kwa what won tie o mampani trust Dana eba a center she ye one tea ye. Ejanya no one was a normal panic and says, send your mouth now one tea ye. And so, or no one or no one quite not miss Nika, Eduku, and what you have.
May I say, Mamma, come on, Melo, good morning.
Hey, come for you?
Never see you.
Hey, catch your million and some channel for California. Sir, come to him. Na position here Charles here we dey na kasakasa anyway me na Yakubu Shao ni no tama central me na ko ko to den kudi election we winning more than 80% and na po and na contingency you should also say me shall person when
na bosu kawasam ni enko na bo
me kawasam no asa na America no the American so therefore and no me can still repeat
Me say young could have been 800 or 700,000. Me or Shaba neighbors, but penny will they go level 300. Second born true. Let me bomb it to book Penta Bosno and Peninsula could grow. But we can't say Colonel Harbin to Munyai. Say, I'll say, not say Union Mini for the Conzada. Or more battery warm. Education a boy said no so back because I Jacob for the heaven insurance by almost 1 premium a quasantum. You need to know no bridge here about Santa Mai. And you must Ghana for a say electricity. None of what is a Ganka. Almost 6 months. A bit see that transport get to summer. Transport Ghana for some one who be that. Why now who be that?
Medase. Hello, good morning.
Morning, CJ.
Yes, Madam Patroni.
So for my name is Freedom.
Of Mammy and you.
You see, more over Juman and no pay.
Medase.
French more thing. Emma honorable attraction. Now honorable Sarajas for the Mission Munina. CJ, the American say, it's the interview now and I am a them. I wish you want more traffic lights, may best MC Dr. Lampe, yes, Strano. Onto me can any day, I almost conquer. The Nipa a war honor ask from. So there's a no pass. So, almost so can you not catching up on the community. I have a Mpensenpensenmu of panel. The central more than no man in inform. The sea anonia, my and yes, I did the Babanan fast and Papa. That they make another than for the boy. You should you must stop a panaya within 3 years. I brought Jenny so. And then this is for a bomb to global course of completion. I said, don't catch a vessel at a brack of a beard in a year. But I can get na washana wodena manya ne bebo Ghana for hu yes say ensem for me register nya dia mrano unti omoba be chinchin so mu register nti e be sra adwobro enkoso na nu 7 December na re dan kwa kufu ado Ghana for be sanction and
Medase. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm Patroni.
Jerry Namkasa Africa, sir.
Oh, name?
Yeah.
Bibi Aboko.
Nyamiado.
Ain't you?
Bajo, Bibi Kaka Meche. And say, yes, very do na ye tray ad yin a ye your mind. I see Jadi never be for so I mention ye Kaka. Ghana Mrache say, only petters in Indian new points will be see car choir car fasten. In 6 Bibia Banasi a demonstration, and Brannis a young fat from Rakwan with you, but will be where ya. But sometimes I ye can't some more reduce or not a emotional who say, oh, Obi as an ace, young cobwa, near fear whom costume. Young she a behind woman, she never be.
Okay. But I say, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm Patroni.
But your friend of Mr. Peter.
Over very. Over free him over.
Mr. Peter,
okay, what find you? Into offer.
See you, baby.
Meet you.
Sir, MC now or honor. I was said the enemy of Mampania, a Pamano. One, that's some way. Better one we got the Biamito. The Biamito 1 week. Can Capapano, a 2 1 a mobia. Can any son of our we can't go to honor. One, that's some penny Friday, you might come. I just mean to know near how. So, say, you might know me to be, I don't know. The sign of a cost of my way with the any and penny corner, non to mano. No more first card more beer, no beer, Panko Bonibra. There was a man at Timothy and so forth. And then the cost is over 1 week now, and then I can't watch some can't and do this empty, you know, on. Then go to 1 and more. Cassandra will be out of our way. Cassandra will be out of our way. That is because I won't tell mine, no more for the Essica Mano. No, Pia will be from one of that. You was on my estimate. You need to for.
What for me that say? Me that say. You didn't say anything for Fred for BABU. Anything for Fred for BABU. Fred. Yeah, 1 minute, nothing.
Oh, you should have need biaka. Neighbors ran say. About your meneakum. You know, I'm saying, I woman, and said, I am papa. And the best by Ministry of Energy. Your street light is 7 1 year be break. At this son out drive or crew one, I couldn't wear too much. It is our boss in Bika can I shed ya, Scandomania be break. Mofa be fan share Ghana for. The can't be brave about many. The FB fan share Ghana for. Yen feel street lights no. What I say? Traffic lights no, yen fisi and also. Ne akoi, what's nipa in a nipa bako. We na would the Odimbo, Omo de Ayanti, Omo des Romo dos. Na Sancrophone and Nibre, Omo Premonqua, no more year yatra. Ain't here say and far as you have not believe for God say, Yanko Bremonca. Your best friend, Nyan say, MC ministry near county number 2 and a mountain Tamara. Now solve a problem. Nani Pawa Tom. They be a cousin be say, DJ. Ghana for no Mubisa and say, create a conducive environment for us. Shebeya, I did check my way to Makoya's Abbey better. And one ebisa, yen bisa be biabium. And this environment in your conducive. Obia crasso me quay juma by a carpenter, Juma, the missing, you may be now better as a carbono. Near Nimba or may system many away in place at the best room. Abandon you. Collect school across the quino. See a best straight. Now you don't more also no. You now we share their pain by best I say asumwe. And then I can say pa na enche some mechanical form aspect. Na ya twaba. Na by papa or my penny papa what's in my only man the papa ye mom my mono. Na sama pena be there.
Okay, me that's it. Fred. Charles.
Me that's it. Me just the rule of law ye Juma.
But Fred, before that, and FIFA Court of Arbitration obe rule on obe kaya there be and then Palmer, yes, and the FIFA Court of Arbitration obe rule, and what that means is say court rule in his favor. It means that there's going to be another turmoil at the GFA. Reliefs are all seeking for no. I'll take time and go through it and sana sorry. So that's just the news coming in.
Okay, that's it. Me just the rule of law Juma. Na I'm wasting. Oh yeah, sifim. Honestly, there so by the yesterday demonstration na your block one. On into operation Calm Lives. Wakupihon. To them, my brother near the soldier for like insecurity. No. Me just then the chapel warrior pa what for security or Hanamoba. It is a baby the Messia, the agencies or the Wako Sheng. Master there a career babaho. At as a Nagana, Yaquin or young fan politics. Because you Pakuna Washington Quakon. Ian MPP and Panji or to Abamahan or Behendo. Yeah. It means that a life was lost. I can't know to my now yes. You wouldn't know where you are. And I don't want to do politics with these things. Now, my brother, you know, only about registration exercise. Me just the Wakui in Shasunu and Pedro Babadu. It's in my targets. Where I exceed my target and I exceed that. It doesn't mean that it fail. Target as I'm a natural to me a minimum. Anything of that can go beyond that. And to master in Naibama as in wide and walk on paper, credible voter register. I'll be president, I'll be DC, I'll be assemblyman, na MP, na elections or on the agree. There's going to be about issues. Issues are all manifesto my yezishim, Ghana for shadow or to Abaman. On the Mepede Kawansam, and then the little politicization BJ. What can social intervention projects? Social intervention projects. It's schooler. Infrastructure AC and the whole world America baby crowd a private sector what's schools energy na them previous or British gas your British water ni na state no no zema odu baby and private time say social intervention projects are only as a man ban safety net or savings car on your access to certain things like healthcare and them. That is why I'm saying a free SHS, ABA, NHIS, Nina or your social intervention programs.
Okay. Medasi.